What's going on, everybody? It's Chris from Out West with Chris. Out here in my kayak fishing. Man, it's something I love to do. Kayak fishing is a area of the sport of fishing that has really exploded. And there's a ton of people that are getting into kayak fishing, whether it's freshwater fishing, saltwater fishing, cold or warm. People are out fishing like crazy in their kayaks. And I think it's something that's pretty awesome. I still consider myself relatively new to the sport. I've been doing it for almost 2 years. And when I got in, I just kind of got in on a whim. And there are a few things that I think that new people into the sport should know about. So today we're going to just talk about 5 tips for people that are new to kayak fishing. And even if you've been doing it for a while, maybe you can pick up something. So stay tuned and let's chat about kayak fishing. So first and foremost, you got to have a little bit of a serious chat about safety. And in my opinion, if you're out on the water and you're in a kayak, you need to be wearing a PFD. PFDs come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. You got really small minimalist PFDs that expand when sensors get wet. I have a few of those. I personally like this larger style with pockets because I have a bunch of stuff that I like to carry on me. Little scissors, knives, my phone, all sorts of stuff. I like to keep it handy, and having pockets on my chest just, makes it more enjoyable for me. Along with PFD, it's always a good idea to have a flag and a light with you. Now, if you are just a paddlecraft, most states do not require you to have running lights on your kayak, but most of the time you need to either have some sort of handheld light or something that can make people alert that you're out on the water if you're fishing at night. I use this contraption right here, and this is called a VisiCarbon Pro. It has a light and it has a flag on it. It expands, but it stores really quickly into my kayak. The next thing is keep it simple. You can go out with 10 rods if you want, but you're gonna have an issue storing all 10 rods. I've seen it happen. I've seen guys go out with 8, 9, 10 rods, and they just rig up their kayak to hold that many. But really, do you need that many? If you're just getting out, wanting to catch a few fish, having fun, maybe not. And now if you're fishing tournaments, maybe you do want 4, 5, 6, 7. I typically carry 4 rods. Right here I have a few of them on the deck. Here's my Mela 2 with the Parag 2 2-piece twin tip spinning rod. Have the Cast King Phantom rods, 3 of those, with just various Cast King reels. So lots of options. Most kayaks come with holders for your rods. I put a net here, but then I also have created this little crate system, and it has 2 rod holders on it. Don't worry about spending a ton of money on a bunch of enhancements. I've done that. It's because I fish so much. I am out all the time. Really, all you need is a decent paddle, a decent kayak, a fishing rod, and some lures and baits. And you can get out and start having fun. Oh, and don't forget the PFD. Speaking of not spending too much money and keeping it simple, there are so many things that you can do on your own without spending a ton of money to make your kayak kind of personalized. For me, I have stickers all over my kayak. And for me, that's just a way to show support to channels that I like. I got one from Adventure Outdoors and Southern Outdoors Fishing, a couple channels that I really like. Just different stuff that kind of personalize it for me. The other thing that you can do is build stuff, mod stuff on your own. For example, my kayak crate. I just got a regular milk crate, nothing too fancy, and I set it up to meet my needs for tackle management, carrying stuff that I like to have with me when I'm out on the water, some rod storage, just all sorts of stuff. So lots of different things you can do, and it's kind of up to you, how you want to do it. Now, if you have extra money laying around and you want to go invest in the pre-made crates and stuff like that, by all means, go do it. but you don't have to. Another thing that I have with me today is this push pole. You know, I just made this push pole. This is a way to anchor off in shallow water. I just stick it through my scupper hole right here, and it holds me in place. So this stakeout pole, you can go buy stakeout poles that, you know, are nice, fancy, or you can buy a shovel handle modification on the end like this, spray paint it, and you're good to go. I spent about $15 on this whole setup right here versus spending, you know, $60 to $100 on an official stakeout pole. My next tip for you guys is hook up with other kayak fishermen. I was pretty lucky. I ended up meeting my buddy Tom, who you may have seen in some of my videos really early on when I got into kayak fishing. And it made the fishing a lot of fun. And we would bounce ideas off of each other on modifications for our kayaks, what we liked about each other's kayaks. You know, we'd talk about new kayaks that are coming out and just stuff that you really couldn't talk about with somebody who wasn't a kayak fisherman. So, you know, I really encourage you guys. There's a ton of clubs out there that do, you know, online tournaments. Reach out to some of those clubs. Get on Facebook and search for local kayak clubs in your area. Try to talk your friends into buying a kayak and fishing with them. It's really nice. Now, I like being out on the water by myself. It allows me to really decompress, and you know, I find a lot of relaxation and enjoyment in fishing alone. But I also find a lot of relaxation and enjoyment in fishing with other people and seeing other people catch big fish and, you know, just stuff like that. Just a couple days ago, I met up with 6 or 7 other kayak fishermen, and we just had a really fun afternoon, evening, hanging out, fishing. And, you know, there's nothing that beats that. So I really encourage you guys, try to find some other people that are in the sport. If you are out fishing and you see another guy, you know, wave at them, paddle over, say hey, you know, just don't be a jerk on the water and just have fun with it, you know, meet new people. My last and final tip is to just get out and fish and have fun. You know, if you're having a slow day like I am today, don't freak out about it, you know. Just enjoy the time out in nature, time out paddling. So just get out and fish. Try to learn something new when you're out on the water. You know, you might be surprised. Maybe that something new could be something about yourself. Maybe it could be something about the fishery you fish. Just get out, guys. Have fun. Well, I've got more fishing to do this afternoon. Hopefully I can catch one, actually. I'm skunked right now. I haven't been out too long, but I'm going to get back after it. Hopefully I can catch some good fish. In the comment section down below, leave me a comment. Tell me what you guys think is the best part of kayak fishing. What do you like about it? If you are interested in getting into the sport, you know, I highly encourage you guys to do so. If there's anything I can do to help you with that first step, let me know in the comments down below. Please go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and as always, thanks for getting out west with Chris.